The blizzard had been raging for 3 cycles now, turning the northern wastes of Draknir into a frozen hell. Michael pulled his thermal suit tighter around his frame as he trudged through knee-deep snow, cursing the distress beacon that had lured him out here. The signal was weak, intermittent, but unmistakably there a pattern that suggested intelligence. Desperation. His scanner beeped. To life signs, faint and fading, buried beneath an outcropping of ice-covered rock. Of course they're underground, Michael muttered, his breath crystallizing in the air. He activated his plasma cutter and began carving through the frozen barrier. What he found made him stop cold. 2 creatures lay huddled together in a shallow cave. Their massive bodies curled protectively round each other. Dragons. Not the mythical beasts from Earth's old stories, but the real thing, draconians, one of the galaxy's oldest and proudest species. Their scales, which should have shimmered with an inner fire, were dull and covered in frost. One was deep crimson, the other burnished gold. Brothers, if Michael's xenobiology training served him right. The golden one's eye cracked open, a vertical pupil focusing on the human with difficulty. "Leave us," the word came out as a rasping hiss, translated through Michael's comm unit. "We are forgotten. Let the snow finish it." "Like hell," Michael replied, already unpacking his emergency shelter generator. "I didn't hike through a blizzard to watch anyone die." The Crimson Dragon stirred weakly. "You are human. Why would you save draconians? Your kind. We rejected your colony proposal. Insulted your ambassadors." Michael paused, remembering the incident from 2 years ago. The Draconian Empire had indeed humiliated Earth's diplomatic envoy, calling humans upstart primates unworthy of sharing their sector. The memory still stung across human space. "Yeah, well," Michael said, activating the thermal shield that immediately began pushing back the cold. "I'm not my government, and you're not your empire. You're just a people who need help." He moved quickly, checking their vital signs with his medical scanner. Severe hypothermia, malnutrition, and something else. Their internal fire glands were nearly depleted. Draconians were endothermic, generating their own heat through biological fusion reactions. Without fuel, they'd frozen from the inside out. "When did you last eat?" Michael asked, already knowing the answer would be bad. 7 cycles, the Golden One whispered. "We were on patrol. Our ship, ambushed by raiders. Crashed here, Empire. Declared us lost. No. Rescue came. They abandoned you." Michael's jaw tightened. "Your own people." The Crimson Dragon's laugh was bitter and weak. "We are Cross and Vin, twin-born in Draconian culture. Twins are considered cursed, bad luck. The Empire had an excuse to forget us." Michael felt anger surge through him. He'd read about some species' superstitions, but to abandon soldiers because of something they couldn't control, it was unconscionable. "Well, I haven't forgotten you," he said firmly, "and I'm not leaving without you. What do you need to recharge your fire glands?" Cross, the Golden Dragon, tried to shake his massive head. "Iridium catalyst and proteins." "We have nothing." Michael smiled grimly and pulled out his field ration pack. "I've got protein bars. They're disgusting, but they're engineered for cross-species compatibility. And as for iridium," he reached into his equipment pack and pulled out 3 small rods. "Thruster fuel for my emergency shuttle. Solid iridium core." Vin's eye widened. "That is your only way off this planet." "I'll figure something out," Michael said, breaking the rods open and carefully extracting the cores. "Right now, you'd need this more than I do." He spent the next hour crushing protein bars into a paste and mixing them with melted snow, creating a crude but nutritious slurry. Then he helped each dragon consume the mixture along with small pieces of the iridium catalyst. The effect wasn't immediate, but gradually he saw color returning to their scales. As the storm howled outside his thermal shelter, Michael sat between the 2 massive beings, monitoring their recovery. Cross spoke first, his voice stronger now. "Why?" he asked simply. "We are nothing to you. Our people scorned yours." Michael was quiet for a moment. "Where I come from, we've got a saying. That's why they call it the human race. We're not perfect, not by a long shot, but we don't leave people behind. Not if we can help it. Besides," he grinned, Maybe I'm just too stubborn to let a little thing like interstellar politics decide who lives and dies. Vin raised his head, steam beginning to vent from his nostrils, a good sign. You sacrificed your escape. For us, I sent out a distress call before I found you, Michael admitted. Help should arrive in a few days. Might be a tight squeeze in the rescue ship with two full-grown dragons, but we'll manage. The brothers exchanged glances, something passing between them that Michael couldn't quite read. Then Cross lowered his massive head until it rested gently against Michael's shoulder, a gesture of profound respect in draconian culture. The Empire forgot us, Cross said quietly, but we will not forget this. A human showed us more honor than our own kind. When we return, Vin added, his voice gaining strength with each word, we will tell our story. The galaxy should know what humans truly are. Michael scratched awkwardly at the scales near Cross's jaw, making the dragon rumble with surprised pleasure. Just help me explain to my captain why I used shuttle fuel to save the dragons. She's going to kill me. For the first time, both dragons laughed a sound like distant thunder. Warm and alive. Outside, the blizzard raged on. But inside the small shelter, three unlikely companions waited for rescue. Bound together by a simple truth, sometimes the measure of a species isn't found in their technology or their empires, but in the actions of one individual who refused to look away from suffering. The twin dragons had been forgotten by their own kind, but they had been found by humanity, and that made all the difference. 3 months later, the Galactic Council would receive a formal petition from Cross and Vin, twin brothers of the Draconian Empire, demanding Earth be granted full colonial rights and a seat at the diplomatic table. Their testimony about human compassion would begin shifting opinions across the galaxy. Some species, it turned out, were defined not by their strength, but by their refusal to abandon anyone to the cold.